Hey guys, welcome back to another self-dev video. In this video, I wanted to talk once again about the cognitive functions and personality types. So in this one, I wanted to talk about extroverted feeling and how it's not always seen as authentic. Although this is more of a stereotype, it's more of a FE is selfless and FI is selfish and all of that. Obviously, all of these are stereotypes. Hopefully, most of you are already aware of that. So yeah, I wanted to talk about advice for FE users on how to be more honest. And basically, a lot of what FE is the high FE users tend to be people pleasers in order to not really risk negatively affecting the group of people around them, and this is for emotional reasons, obviously. So I think one piece of advice I would give is that you should try and develop your TI a bit more and think about what your opinion really is rather than saying what the socially acceptable thing is to say. And it can be quite scary to let go of your primary function and to look more into your inferior function, and it might not really feel very safe to do that, no matter what your type is. So I do think there is a way you can integrate and feel comfortable integrating the usefulness of your inferior function and really focusing on how you can link that with your primary function. Um, so yeah, you can really um, you could also think about how you can realize that other people really value people who are honest and who are actually brave in saying their opinions rather than just saying, "Oh, I agree with this. Oh, I agree with that. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from. I am totally with you with your point that you're saying." Um, so yeah, people value honesty. Now, higher fee users will probably try to be pretty smart and either not talk about the the topic or respond to the topic that they might have a controversial opinion about. And that's a pretty common move. That's something I've done too many times, probably. Um, so there is that. They will also probably tell like half truths, saying that they pretty much agree with half of what someone has said or what they think about a certain topic. So there's that as well. Um, so yeah, people value honesty, and it's also trying to think about yourself as well, because when you're not telling the full truth, you're also not only are you more or less lying to the other people, you're lying to yourself, and that isn't going to really make you grow. So if you really wanted to grow, I guess you could observe those who are actually honest and authentic and actually see if there is actual social backlash from them saying what's on their mind, or or are or is the social environment actually fine and intact, I guess? So you're not actually disrupting the social harmony as much as you might think. Um, so yeah, there was another point I was going to say, but I forgot what I was going to say. Um, so yeah, people value honesty. Um, you want to be honest with yourself. Um, yeah, so you can grow. Um, you can inspire other people with your new ideas or your new perspectives on things, and use you can combine your compassion with the social environment and other people's feelings and all of that with your potentially controversial opinion, and by doing that you can inspire people to change how they see certain parts of life, and that can make miraculous changes to someone's life and how they see life. And in certain circumstances, you can even make people more empathetic and understanding of other people, which, if you're a high FE user, this is pretty much the most rewarding thing you that could ever happen. So, and it also goes by using your FENI rather than FESE to please people in the moment, and try to use NI to think into the future of how you could make a positive social environment in the future, but that will require you sacrificing potentially the health of the social environment in the present. Um, so yeah, that's people pleasing. Um, you can risk potentially not people pleasing, whatever the opposite of that actually is. Let me know in the comments. So you can sacrifice the present social harmony to some extent. I mean, if you're really disrupting the social harmony in the present for the sake of the future, then that might be even harder to do, and it might not even be worth it. If you are an FE dominant and you're able to upset a lot of people and know that in the long run it will be highly beneficial, then I really applaud that, because that is a really brave thing to do. Um, I suppose it can also be quite similar to the Enneagram, because a lot of high FE users are Enneagram 2, which is very people pleasy and all of that. They love to meet people's needs, and that's very similar to FE. And they grow into Enneagram 8, which is more strict, say what's on your mind, try to get things done kind of thing. I'm not an expert in the Enneagram. I only know mostly surface level things about the numbers and all of that, but that's also another way to look at it, and that might also be useful if you know a lot about the Enneagram. Um, so yeah, speaking what's on your mind and being truthful can actually meet the needs of the FE. Um, so yeah, think about the future potential future of the social environment, not just trying to make the environment in the present stable all the time, because that's not always realistic, that will not always make or improve the future social environment. So yes, I think that's all my points I can think of for now. Obviously, if I want to make some more in the future, then I will. I can do a part two. If you've got any more points, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, share on whatever websites you use or people you think will find it useful. And hope you have an awesome day and an amazing life.